I might not be Jeff Keighley, but I am here to talk about some incredible games from 2024. No world premieres, no advertisements, and no Muppets included in the not-so-small print. Each year, the staff at TheGamer rank their 10 favourite games from that year and pick a personal Game of the Year, with number 10 getting 1 point, and their Game of the Year getting 10 points, and so on. We then collectively tally that up to determine the Gamer's 10 best games of the year, with number 1 being our official Game of the Year. These are the games. At number 10, with an impressive start of 57 points, is Animal Well, an indie Metroidvania that is just as bizarre as it is brilliant, and we'd have it no other way. You'll be exploring a dark and surreal labyrinth as you attempt to unravel its secrets, and if that sounds vague, that's because this game is best experienced when you know as little as possible. There is so much depth and originality to this game, where it's not only one of the best games this year, but might be one of the best Metroidvanias of the decade. Don't miss this one. At number 9, with 58 points, is Mouthwashing, a game that if you've not heard of might sound strange, and if you've watched the trailer, it somehow seems stranger. But damn, this is good stuff. Do you want to feel depressed and existential after a game that's about as long as a feature-length film? Of course you do, and that's Mouthwashing. The premise revolves around 5 crew members aboard a ship that is stranded in deep space, and things get weird real quick. It's another one that's best experienced knowing as little as possible, but if you love clever gameplay tricks to enhance the storytelling and some brilliant horror, this is the game for you. At number 8 with 63 points is 1000 Times Resist, from the publishers of Beacon Pines and our 2022 Game of the Year, Citizen Sleeper. Now, I don't want to keep saying it's better to not know anything about this game and not actually explain anything, but I swear this is the last one. To give you some context, this is a futuristic sci-fi thriller sometime in the unknown future where everyone lives underground due to a disease from an alien invasion. There will be secrets to learn, of course, and thus, play it with no more context. Please. At number 7 with 67 points is Dragon's Dogma 2, a game I can actually talk a little bit more about. Following 2012's Dragon's Dogma, the sequel continues the legend of the Eternal Dragon and the anointed Arisen that must defeat it. You'll set out into a vast and dangerous fantasy world full of mythological creatures, learning all you can about the dragon and steeling yourself for combat. Fight things, get attacked, climb on a griffin, fall off the griffin, attend a party, oops, I'm in a griffin's lair now, answer some creepy Sphinx riddles, or figure out what to do about a ghostly carriage. Plenty of adventure to be had here, trust me. At number 6 with a very democratic 69 points is Helldivers 2. A game that nobody was expecting, but everyone rallied for the protection of Super Earth regardless. Those earlier months of the year when everyone was working together to mow down hordes of bugs and take a stand against the automatons were truly something special, making this one little community game a big community internet movement for a while. Now it's mellowed out to just the game's community, but it goes on, with the Illuminates faction now finally involved, and it's still just as much fun as ever. At the halfway mark with 82 points is Metaphor ReFantasio, a game from Atlas that says, what if Persona but fantasy? And yes, it works, and it works well. Metaphor ReFantasio had some anticipation considering the developer, but it still blew expectations out of the water with its aesthetics, storytelling, gameplay, and music. As stylish as ever, Metaphor does an incredible job at providing a compelling JRPG in a new fantasy universe, and we'll likely see a lot more from the Metaphor series to come. At number 4 with 90 points is Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, a game that lets you beat up street thugs 1 minute and build a cute little village the next. Ichiban and friends are back in this follow-up entry to the Like a Dragon series, and it does not disappoint, with just as much incredible storytelling, strange but lovable moments, and as many twists and turns as you'd expect from the series at this point. If you love these games, you probably already love this game. If you haven't played it, I can't recommend them enough, even if you just play the Like a Dragon games with Ichiban. Some fans will tell you to play all of the Yakuza games, but there's just too many of them. At number 3 with 94 points is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, part 2 of the remake trilogy of Cloud Strife's iconic story from almost 28 years ago. Yeah, feel old yet? Following the Midgard chapter, Rebirth sees the group setting off on their much bigger journey where things really start to open up. And there's plenty of exploration, secrets to find, quests to undertake, gorgeous scenery to admire, and minigames. Lots of minigames. Oh boy. In second place, with a big jump to 113 points, is Batro, the fantastic Game of the Year nominee card game created by a single developer. Not only will this game teach you the poker hands, but it'll keep you coming back as you try to overcome the increasingly difficult roguelike nature. It may seem simple at first, but this deck runs deep, and you can easily lose over 100 hours to it as you try to pull the best Joker cards, have luck with your hands, and with the desire to keep going unfading. Whether on PC, console, or on mobile, this game is easy to pick up and play, and trust me, you'll keep picking it up. And with a bigger jump at 166 points, TheGamer's official Game of the Year 2024 is Ast Robot. An adorable, inventive, and captivating adventure with PlayStation's more recent mascot took the industry by storm. And there's no denying that this is just a brilliant video game, period. Even without all of the cameos and callbacks to 30 years of PlayStation history, Ast Robot is both an excellent utilization of the PlayStation 5 and a refreshing platformer that breaks the mold, stepping away from the usual story-driven, grittier games that we're so used to seeing nowadays. It's a must-play for anyone who owns a PS5, and a must-play for 2024 in general.